So we bought this Pleasure-Way. Got a really good deal on it. We bought it from Pleasureland RV. And we thought that the deal was almost a little too good to be true. It's only a year old, and then we realized it was advertised having 22,000 miles on it. And then we got in it when we were looking at it, and it had 5,700 miles on it. And we were like, wow, how could somebody with a 2017 with only 5,000 miles on it, how could that be? It's like, what the heck? We took it out. We were going to take it to our son's house in Kansas City, and we were just really a posh unit. I'll put some pictures up. And we were pretty darn excited. We got this thing for, I don't know, about 60,000 less than what it should have been costing us. We took it out, and the first night we were going to park in this casino campground. They were full. After we got it hooked up, it was all full, so we couldn't stay there. So we ended up staying in Walmart.
Well, my husband and I had gone ahead and we found Pleasureland had this RV. It was a Plateau, Pleasure-Way, and it kind of had everything that we wanted. A nice sized bed, and still a full bathroom with a shower. It's a dry bath. And we were pretty excited about it.
The refrigerator didn't work all day when we were traveling. And then we put it on propane and it started working. Woohoo. So electrically that didn't work. Then we realized we couldn't get hot water. Then we realized that the air conditioner had quit on us. And then also there's a lot of air coming through the side door, which is kind of annoying at best. We're not very happy right now. We're taking this thing back.
We've got tons of groceries and we're sitting there with, everything in the refrigerator. I don't think it's going to be able to be saved. It's going to have to be thrown out.
We got to the dealer. I was red hot about this thing. I mean, it basically ruined our vacation. We turned around and came home probably 350 miles when nothing worked on this thing. And but we took it in there, and they took care of it in a day. And so we were pretty happy about that. And so the last couple weeks, we've been getting ready for a trip out to Sturgis. And I've done a bunch of mods to the Pleasure-Way here, and I've been working on my motorcycle trailer too. So let's get into that, and I'll show you everything that we've done to the both of them. So I put this different TV in. The LG TV did not have a way to hook up a sound bar, and with the air conditioning on, this is way too loud in here, you couldn't hear the TV. And rather than modify the LG TV to accept a preamp output, I had this TV downstairs in my back room, and so I just went ahead and put this one in here, and it has an optical out. And so then I put the sound bar that we had at our cabin in here. And the nice thing about this sound bar is, here's the LG remote. And the sound bar works with the LG remote.
Society gave
and
her a level of comfort.
That's pretty nice. And the other thing is that I can just Bluetooth into this sound bar, and I can use it for music. So my iPhone just hooks right up to it through Bluetooth, and boom, baby, you got music. And this thing's got a subwoofer, which I put down here. So there's the sub. And this cabinet wasn't great for much of anything. I mean, you can see it's still empty. We'll put some stuff in there, but at any rate, there's the sub, and it sounds great in here with this. And so that was like pretty much a freebie, because I had the sound bar and I had the TV from our cabin. And then up here, I just used, this is all electronic stuff up here. I put an Apple TV on here, and it's just mounted up to the back. If you can see that, there it is right there. And So we can use Apple TV in here, and then I can just Wi-Fi into my phone for that. I put some hooks on the inside of this door. So what we found is that, you know, there just wasn't enough places to hang towels and stuff. So I hung some underneath the window there that you can see. And then I put them on this door, and I noticed that the window on the one door, the one window here was just like bowed out. It wasn't even attached, so I reattached that. And then back here, we haven't really done much yet at all, but I bought this basket and it's Velcroed in down there, and it's gonna work out nice for just keeping some of our bathroom items, because otherwise it's like, what's that shelf for, you know? And then up here we just have, you know, that's my basket of stuff, and then Lila has hers. Oh, I put this hook here too for the towel. You know, just for a hand towel, what you need. And also, you know, this thing came with a pretty cheesy radio. It was a European guy that came with the Mercedes van, and I put this in. So it's this Alpine. This right here, that's a microphone that I bought it from Crutchfield, pre-wired and everything, and it was really a plug-and-play deal. You've got this Alpine, which has CarPlay, and that was the main reason, you know, I wanted to be able to use my own navigation, because I'll tell you what, that thing that came with it was ridiculous. And the screen was super small. So this is a bigger screen. It's a nice Alpine stereo. It sounds great, and that's so we put that in. And then also, you know, it comes with these curtains to go around the front. I bought a whole roll of Reflectix. I just made these window covers. The one in the windshield here, it doesn't have anything holding it in. It's just held in by friction. You know, it just fits that good. And the ones on the side windows, I just put a little piece of Velcro in each corner. And so those work pretty good. And someday we'll sew the edges down and put a little welt around the edge. But for now, these are good. And the way I made them is I used rosin paper. So it comes on this roll. This is a 3-foot wide roll, and it's some pretty thick paper. And so I just laid it on the windshield on the outside here, and then I just traced around the edge with my magic marker and cut it out. And so then I had my pattern, and I just laid that on top of the Reflectix and cut it out, and it just worked perfect. For the side door, I did it from the inside.
Yeah, got it.
I started out with leveling blocks. I bought 4 sets of those Camco leveling blocks, and it got me up to about 8 inches high in the front. The reason that you need to level it is this dang refrigerator does not work unless it's perfectly level, or darn close to level. They say within 3 degrees. Well, I think they say within 5 degrees, but I'll tell you what, this thing doesn't work at all at 5 degrees. So I installed these bubble levels. I put one here, and I put one here. And that tells me right now I'm like, what, under 3 degrees, which is pretty good. I also installed a gauge up here. And so this has a probe outside, and I put one outside in the underneath storage location. I put one inside the fridge, and then the bottom one there is the inside temperature here. So you can see the fridge is down at 36 degrees. But I can tell you with this thing in our driveway at 5 degrees or whatever it was, there was just no way this fridge was gonna work. I was lucky to get 60 degrees out of it. So I put this other bubble level here, and you can see we still aren't completely level, and I got the thing raised 10 inches at the front. And but it is enough to get it down to the 36 degrees. So this thing is working good now. Let's go out and look at what I did to the refrigerator. I added some fans and see how this works. Okay, there's a sort of a vent that goes and pulls heat in from the bottom, or pulls air in from the bottom, and runs it across the fins on the refrigerator and then out the side. So I installed this Titan fan set on here. I'll put links down below for the Titan, but it's just on automatic here. You can also put it on manual, but I found that it works really good on automatic. And so basically there's, you know, a few wires. One's a little thermostat or thermocouple, I should say, that's on between 80 degrees on up. So it'll turn off at 80. But at any rate, so it just takes and it runs the pulls the air through there, because when they do this thing where there's no chimney out the top, like most motorhomes, the heat just does not escape there, and so your fridge doesn't get cool enough. And that's the problem with you know, these refrigerators that just have side vents like that. So the fans, you know, it wasn't cheap. It was about 70 bucks, I think, for the set. But it really does a good job. There's quite a, you know, people online will say, oh, there's not much coming out. There's plenty of air pulling through there with these two fans. So, and it doesn't draw much energy at all. So, and this coach has lithium batteries and it has solar panels. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's keeping it pretty cool. The thermocouple is, you can see that little black wire there coming up. And right there. And it just comes up, and I got it black tape there on the back. And it's doing fine. And the rest of the wires I just ran down with this vent. I think that vent's for the shower, for the tank down below. But so I just ran them down and in here, and there's 12 volts in here. So there's the controller. Probably one of the easiest installs I ever did in my life. I think we're good. Here's the solar controller right here. And you can see our batteries are at 100% right now, and we're not drawing anything in because it's at 100%. But you know, we're in Minnesota, and in the summer it's pulling in plenty of juice for those lithium batteries, which are behind the couch. So this here is a Murphy bed. If you don't know about Pleasure-Ways, and that, yeah, the couch powers down, and then the Murphy bed pulls down over that. And we did some modifications to the Murphy bed too. We put I bought a piece of foam, like a mattress topper, on Amazon, and we actually bought it for the cabin. And so at the cabin, we used it on top of this air bed that we had to use for a while. And so we bought these pillows too. Oh, and we bought a little ottoman too, which is kind of nice to put your feet up at night. So this is how the Murphy bed works. All right, so you get this latch up here and turn it. Get this latch over here. Murphy bed comes down, and there's your bed. Now you can see we got this mattress pad. We got this piece of foam that we bought from Amazon, and then here's the cheesy mattress that Pleasure-Way puts on. So we slept on that one time, and we were like, no. And so we added an entry rug and to help keep our feet clean there, and then we also added a bath mat, which helps when you get out of the shower. So we added this rubber shelf liner to help quiet them down. Let's talk about the trailer here. This is the part you've probably been waiting for if you're a biker and you want to know about how I did this trailer. I bought this trailer used. It was in kind of rough shape, and you can see the hitch here. I got a lock on here so that when I'm out there, I lock it to the back of my camper, and then I did some undercoating of the. I just used the spray undercoating on that. Here we go. There's the inside, and you can see those cabinets that I built, and you know, they really worked out good. I was surprised that these cabinets came out as good as they did. I used camper latches on them that I bought off Amazon. I used handles that I got from Menards, and the aluminum channel was a little bit of a challenge to cut, but I used my table saw and I used a laminate blade on it, and that worked out pretty good. And then you can see that Formica top on there, and inside there's Formica shelves, and I just made those out of MDF. The whole thing's made out of MDF, except the doors are 1/2-inch ply. But I did the laminate myself just over the MDF there, and I just, routed out the edge. It worked out pretty good. And I use these, I don't know who makes them, but they're RV stays, and what you do is you just use an Allen key and tighten them up there and get it to, and I can literally put this door in any position and it just stays. So I love these things. So I got them on every door, and you can see what I've got in there. So it's just kind of my place for a lot of stuff. I didn't want to put anything too heavy up there because, if it does come down, it's going to hit the bike. So I don't think it will. These are rated, these latches are rated at 10 pounds, and I think that's good. So here's a little bit better view of the top. And I just went ahead and siliconed all the way around. I didn't want any water to get in there. So, and also, there's some tiny gap there. I hate the looks of those gaps, so I just siliconed. So that's it. That's the whole cabinet. And then you can kind of see the trailer here. I wish I could get a better view for you, but that's my old Cyclone custom thing. I put these little D-rings on the wall. Those are into one of the posts. So, and that's it. And then I bought this little so I just rolled on the undercoating, that rubberized undercoating on the ramp door there, and that worked pretty good for that. I put some edging on it. You can see I did a tile floor in here, and this gives you a nice view. Okay, so that's it for this time, and next time we're going to finish up packing and get on the road, and we'll be able to show you Sturgis, our Sturgis trip. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye-bye.